Hi, my name is Dalton Fink. With me is my father.
I'm Darren Fink, and like Dalton said, we're with Transfiguring Adoption, and we are doing another book review for kiddos. Today we're doing a kiddo book called, do you remember what it's called? Whoops.
Murphy's Three Homes, a story for children in foster care.
Okay. And it's by Jan Levinson Gilman and illustrated by Kathy O'Malley. And let me read the back of the book, and I'll give you an idea of what we read inside. Murphy's Three Homes, a story for children in foster care. Being a pup in foster care is awfully confusing. What's Murphy to do when he's taken away from his family and placed in a new home with new people, new pets, and new everything? As he moves from one house to another, Murphy begins to understand all his sad and angry feelings and finds ways to cope. Eventually, he discovers what it means to be a good luck dog as he jumps and barks his way into a comfortable spot in his new home. An extensive note to parents, written by author Jan Levinson Gilman, PhD, discusses the emotional experience of children who are in foster care and provides caregivers with information on how to help kids cope with the difficulties of being placed in multiple homes. Dalton, who is this book written for?
Foster kids?
Yeah, I think you're right. It was definitely written for foster kiddos and for foster parents to be able to read to foster kiddos and help them talk and have good conversations with them. What age range would you say this book is?
Elementary school.
Elementary school? I think so too. I said about probably ages 4 to 9. Would be good for this, and usually, like, we always kind of preface that with, usually our foster kiddos, since they've been through trauma, they are usually half the emotional age of their chronological age, so you might be able to get away with even a higher chronologically aged child than 9 years old. But what did you think of the illustrations in the book?
They were like, maybe I think they were color pencil.
Color pencil? So they were color drawings. They were full color. Were they abstract or were they realistic?
Abstract?
Nope. We didn't talk about what abstract means before this. So they're done in a realistic way, so that the people look like people, the dogs look like the dogs. I think it really did a good job. When Dalton and his mom were reading through it held Dalton's attention. He was able to see the emotions on people's faces and understand what Murphy was going through, how the other people in the house felt, and different things like that. So the illustrations did a really good job of conveying the story, moving it along, getting the emotions out, and helping. Basically, you could sit there and like even with Dalton, didn't you guys ask questions and point and say, hey, look at that animal, or hey, look at, what do you think that animal's feeling, or how does that?
Yeah.
So you were able to use the pictures too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the pictures are really good for this, and it really added to the content in there. The back of the book said, this story is about a dog named Murphy, and he is taken from his birth home, and he's taken into 3 other homes, and he has to move for various reasons, and they aren't his fault for them. Like, there are things that he has to work on or he's confused on, but they're not his fault, and he has to move homes, and and it goes through the emotions and the thought processes that he has. I think that your foster kiddos are going to be able to relate with Murphy and his emotions, his thought processes, and what he's doing and how he's acting out when he goes to a new home or how he's confused in a new home. This is really going to be a great book for you and your kids to take a look at and go through, ask questions, have discussions on, because your foster kiddos are going to be able to talk about how Murphy feels, and they don't have to focus about how they feel. They can tell you, Murphy feels scared right now, or Murphy feels confused, this is why, and you're going to be able to say, well, how do you know Murphy's scared right now? Do you ever feel that way? So, great book. It has a note to caregivers in the back that gives you a little bit more instruction, a little bit more insight to how foster kiddos are feeling, a little bit more on trauma. Check this out. We're going to have discussion questions on our blog, so you can get more in-depth knowledge and more conversations going on the blog, right? Where's that at?
On Transfiguring Adoption.
Transfiguringadoption.com. We have other kiddo book reviews that Dalton's read and he's given us his insight on. So definitely check out our other kid reviews too. We're also going to have a grade for this book on there and other books, so you know which books you should buy to start healthy conversations. We hope this is helping you to nurture and grow your foster or adoptive family.